I called his voice now. In fact, we left his voice in my boyfriend's car after he dropped him off for school. So I called up my boyfriend and said, "Bring me his voice!" Hey guys, what's up? I'm a little disappointed. I've done this video once already and my camera just decided not to record anymore. It was like over 20 minutes long though, so we're going to try to make it a little shorter this time, okay? As you can tell, I was in the process of it, but now that I know a little bit more about it, we're going to try to go through this quickly. Now, this month is April and it's Autism Awareness Month, so I'm going to try to get some more autism videos out, and if you have any questions, I'll answer them to the best of my ability. And this video is basically about the IEP, a little bit about what we got from ABA and assistive technology. So these are his freaking results, basically. So we're gonna go over this a bit. He did recently have a new IEP meeting, which is why there is just so much papers between this and ABA. My head's about to explode. There's just like too much information. So these are what he went through, and then the reason for it is on this page. So they recently did a reevaluation process of his behavior because he's showing disruptive behavior, aggression behavior, and elopement. But disruption means behavior that interrupts the learning self or others. Aggression just means he's using a body part or object to make physical contact with another person with the potential to cause discomfort, pain, or injury, because he actually like hits with an open or closed hand, which he started doing to me the other day. Pinching, he hasn't quite done that to me yet. Wrapping legs around teacher legs and refusing to let go, which is quite normal here. And then elopement just means that he's leaving the teacher direct area without permission, running away from the teachers of the classroom, wandering away from the teacher direct area without permission. When they first brought up elopement, I thought my kid like literally got out of the school. I'm like, oh my god. But nope. So these are the scores he got. And then I'll go over the assistive technology because that is now in his IEP as well, and it's going to be used at home and at school, because once I got in there, schools, it's a new thing in schools starting with 2, and basically it's a way to communicate with him because he needs more help than just verbally communicating with him. He actually needs pictures. So these are his tests. His manageable feelings was a level 3, which expected is level 3 to 6. His follows limited expectations, level 4, expected level 4 to 6. Takes care of own needs appropriately, level 6. Levels 5 to 6 is expected. Forms relationship with adults, a level 6. Level 6 to 7 expected. Responds to emotional cues, level 2, levels 3 to 5 expected. Interacts with peers, level 2, levels 3 to 4 is expected. Augustus level 1, or makes friend, he's level 1, levels 3 to 5 is expected. Balance needs and rights of self and others, he's level 2, 3 to 4 is expected. Makes friends, he's level 1, levels 3 to 5 is expected. Balance needs and rights of self and others, level 2, levels 3 to 4 is expected. Development assessment of young children. This one really hit home. He's actually developmentally in the first percentile, which kind of sucks, which is probably why he makes such slow progress, but it's progress nonetheless. It is expected that children score at the 16th percentile or above. So yeah, that hurt. So for some reason, there's a parent-rated behavior assessment system for children and then a teacher-rated behavior assessment system for children, and they're a little different. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I see more at home. I don't know. His scores fall, his average T-score falls between the range of 41 and 59. In the areas of hyperactivity, which score 80, depression 79, atypicality 91, which they said autistic individuals score higher than the atypicality, so that's normal. Withdrawal score 88, attention problem score 79. That was the parent one. The teacher one is average T-scores fall below the range of 41 to 59, so that's pretty much the same. In the areas of atypicality, which is 72, withdrawal 77, at risk of depression 69, and attention problems 66. Again, I don't know why those are so different. And then it says, are there skill deficits related to the behavioral concerns? It says yes. They identify he has communication delay. He needs to learn coping strategies when feeling strong emotions. He needs to learn to indicate he needs a break from non-preferred activities. And he needs to learn to ask for more time at preferred activity. But he shows appropriate skills to, like, whoops, my head's out of there. He shows appropriate skills to, like, to do instead of the behavior of concern, I guess. I don't know. He's able to say more, please, and help with occasional prompts. Apparently, the frequency of the behavior is a concern. Augustus engages in daily episodes of disruption and elopement. Aggression occurs on a more occasional basis. Data collection indicates aggression occurs 2 times a week. So, that's not good. Children show increasing ability to regulate their behaviors and express their emotions in appropriate ways. So, there's that. There's a teacher review. Teacher review indicated that August's behavior has improved over the course of the school year as he has learned his schedule and classroom routines. It was reported that improvements have been made with the help of one-on-one adult support throughout most of the day. Augustus' teacher reported that the behaviors of concern tend to be precipitated by directions to participate in non-preferred activities such as going to a small group, a diaper change, gross motor, playing in a center he doesn't prefer, and when presented with non-preferred food items, it is reported that adults respond to behavior of concern by maintaining expectations, presenting a first-end statement with a preferred activity following a non-preferred activity, and reminding Augustus that he can take a break in the break area. Augustus' teacher indicated that behaviors appear to be motivated by a desire to escape non-preferred activities and to gain access to preferred tangibles. The motivational assessment scale is a questionnaire designed to identify those situations in which an individual is likely to behave in certain ways. From this information, more informed decisions can be made concerning the selection of appropriate reinforcers. Responses range from 0, never, to 7, always, for 4 possible functions of behavior: sensory, escape, attention, and tangible. The math was completed by Heather, his teacher. Special responses were specific to disruption behavior. Tangible, mean score of 6.5, and decaying tangible is almost always a function. Escape, mean score of 3.75, and decaying escape is the function approximately half the time. Sensory, mean score of 1, and decaying sensory is almost never a function. And attention, mean score of 0, and decaying attention is never a function, which basically means he's not doing his behavior for attention seeking, which I didn't think he was, but you never know with the kid. And then the direct observation, which is observations indicating that teacher direction to participate to structured learning opportunities was an area of difficulty and required significant adult prompting. Augustus tended to leave teacher-directed activities to seek out play materials. Gus performed best during a large group when he had access to fidgets and materials related to instruction. So that's basically his results. He does have some goals on to try to prevent this. Let's see. I was process of the first one. He got in his IV now that he needs assistive technology, basically because it helps him understand more, so he needs before and after boards too. Well, he got this from the school, which is also what they're going to be using at the school. Almost dropped it. And it's a PECS system. And basically, I can't remember what that stands for, but when I find out, I'll put it right here. But basically, it's pictures. And this took me a minute to get used to. We use it all the time. Even for some of the words he knows, I point to the pictures so he can figure out that this is his voice. I called his voice now. In fact, we left his voice in my boyfriend's car after he dropped him off for school. So I called up my boyfriend and said, "Bring me his voice!" Anyways, this has been going so well. Today, when we were waiting for ABA, he did like point to the TV and then he pointed to ride because we watched some TV and then we rode to ABA. So this part here is basically for any scenario. It has things like I, me, my, want, what, on, off, like, come, you know. And then these are for like certain ones, which we actually do use a lot because there are words here that he uses quite a bit. He is a little lazy to flip these, which in his IEP it also says that he isn't flipping page one by one, which could be why. So he'll ask me for help, I'll hold it, and then I'll have him do the rest. So he kind of just does that until we find what he wants and he points to it. I have noticed an improvement in his vocabulary and the way he communicates with me through this. He also seems to understand much more faster, so he doesn't have as many meltdowns. And I mean, I ain't saying he doesn't get mean or anything, because once he understands that I'm saying no right away, he actually hits me. But him doing it so quickly indicates that he understands faster. Because when I'm trying to verbally talk to him, it takes us maybe 10 minutes or longer, and then he has a meltdown and screams for hours. So this has made the process go quite quicker, especially when we're at the mall and something was broke. Though they don't have a broke word in here right now, but I did tell him there was a word that I pointed to. I can't remember what it was. I pointed to a word in here and said, I think it might have been stop. I don't know. But I can't remember which one I did at the time. But there was a word in here that I actually pointed to, and then I did the sign for break. He got that after a couple of times, me trying to tell it was broken. I might have pointed to car or something because he was in a car, but oh, it was the word wait. I told him to wait and that it was broke. They were fixing the thing that you put the money in so you can use dollars because it wasn't taking change. I don't know. But anyways, he got it pretty quickly and we left because I told him we couldn't play on it through this. I can't think of which ones I used right off the bat. I just kind of go with whatever scenario it is, and I'm getting quicker at it since I've been more used to it, to know where the words are and what these tabs mean. For any words that come up that ain't in this, I can ask the teacher to print off and we can add it to it. It has some blank ones, so that was pretty cool. And then through ABA, we actually got before and after boards. This is what the pictures go on, and then this is the before and after board itself. Some are missing because we took off the ones that don't necessarily apply to home, and then we gave her a list of ones that do. So she's going to print those off, and then there will be more added to this as well. I feel like I'm doing a science project on my kid because we get data sheets from ABA we have to fill out. And I got like a paper that tells me which each one means, but there's like positive interactions, use reinforcement, visual supports, and all that. And if I have any comments, I write it down, and then I put how many hours I've been working with them so they know we're doing it. But apparently we're supposed to get more data sheets now that he started the a visual assistive technology, and to show them how that is working for him. We haven't got those yet. It's been a lot of work, and I feel like a behavioral analyst at the moment because I really have to pay attention. And then I try to make notes on anything different. He is starting to hit himself in the head more a little bit. He's starting to smack his body around a little more, so I put that in here. And then he was pretty quicker to understand the visual thing, like I said, but since he was so quick, he started punching me with the closed fist, which was new, so I wrote that in here. So this week has been, I I don't know, pretty busy trying to get used to all this, and there's so much information in my head that will explode. They have this thing called parent training that we gotta go through ABA, and Friday we were there and I actually got to see him on the camera doing some of the things, and then we were able to go back there and watch him. So for all the people that are against ABA, I have been watching it pretty thoroughly, and my child is happy, content, and loves it there, and I like how the people treat him. They haven't made him suppress any stems, so I'm okay with ABA, or at least where he's at right now. I mean, people have different experiences with it and at different places, but mine's a good experience right now. And I like the people that I work with, and the caseworker that we have through ABA actually is getting involved with the school and is going to observe him in classroom and work with the school as well, which I thought was pretty cool. The only thing that made me sad is he's 1% development compared to his other peers, which, I mean, you can't help it. If there's anything I missed, I will write in the description or whatever. I don't want this video totally long, and I don't want it to like disappear on me again. I feel like there's something I'm missing, but like I said, it was a lot of information, and yeah, if you have any questions about ABA that I might have missed, or about autism, or even about me as an autistic adult, which is a lot easier to explain because it's my experiences, what I've dealt with it, and how I deal with it. If it's directed to me, I probably could answer. I can answer a few things for my son, but like it's still kind of a hit and miss. We're still trying to figure it all out. When we move, I will be getting him a bunch of sensory items. I haven't yet because it's just more stuff to deal with to try to move. But I am also thinking about getting him a weighted blanket for his birthday because he seems to like heavier blankets, see if that helps him any. And anyways, this video is almost 20 minutes long, so I'm going to end it here, and thank you for watching. Bye guys!